Welcome to Uncommon Sense, the Uncommon Sense podcast, heard every Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. right here at thetruevision.com and also cx.net. And I am Jay Howard, along with the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Big Brother Mo Better, Michael B. Wright. Michael B., how you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm talking to the Billionaire War from Macon, Georgia, the one and only King Double Green. I'm doing all right, player.
Brother, what is going on? We got war. We got gas prices going up. What in the world?
I told you to get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and watch the party, boy. It's about to get popping off now, man.
You did, bro. You did. It's popping, Doc. It's popping.
I tried to tell you, you won't listen to your boy.
I listened to you, man. I listened to you, bro, but I didn't know it was coming this quick.
I also told you to get your passport.
Passport? Bro, after a while, ain't nobody going nowhere.
Well, right now, I don't advise anybody to do nothing besides pray. You hear me, player?
There you go, man. Because you know they say they getting a convoy to go to Israel to get those Americans out of Israel.
That's what they saying.
That's what they saying.
Again, when you got airspace shutting down everywhere, man, I don't see how you're gonna do it. But of course, they got dedicated airspace for certain things. But at the end of the day, player,
yes, sir.
They done stirred the hornet nest, man.
What?
They have stirred the hornet nest.
I mean, stirred it,
boy. Like I said, man, once you get that crunk, it's over the holler in that player.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what they say. That's what they say, Doc.
What can I tell you? What can I tell you?
Well, today on the Black History Experience, we still gonna keep the Black Experience because we Black every day. You know how it is. We just gonna do 1 month.
That part every day.
And you know, I let Ashley the Baroness kind of break this down because I saw something and I was like, you know what? She make plenty of sense when this coming. So let's go to the Black Experience right quick.
I'll let you, boy.
All right.
You know what's crazy? For centuries, white races built an entire system around the idea that Black people were inferior, mentally, morally, culturally, intellectually, all the things. They said we were incapable of leadership, incapable of innovation, incapable of governance, incapable of self-control. And yet, at the exact same time, they trusted us to run entire plantations. Think about that. They said that we were too unintelligent to vote, right? But intelligent enough to manage crops, irrigation systems, livestock, construction, blacksmithing, carpentry, midwifery. I said it right. And engineering solutions like on the fly. Too incapable to hold office, but capable enough to build the White House. Too primitive to govern ourselves, but disciplined enough to survive forced labor systems that required coordination, timing, skill, endurance, and strategy. The math never made sense. The math just ain't never mathed. They said we couldn't create culture, and then what did we create? Spirituals, blues, jazz, rock, country, hip-hop. They said we lacked intellect. And then we produced inventors, doctors, mathematicians, writers, legal scholars, often barred from formal education while doing it. They said we couldn't lead. Then we built movements that reshaped democracy. They said we couldn't build wealth. And then we built entire commercial districts under segregation. They said we were lazy, while extracting our labor from sunup to sundown. The contradiction is the point. You get me? Racism was never about what we were capable of. It was about controlling access to the rewards of what we were capable of. So what did they think we could do well? Work. That's it. Work hard, work silently, work profitably. Work without claiming credit. But here's what they underestimated, because we didn't just work. We mastered. We adapted. We engineered. We organized. We innovated under restriction. We built culture that reshaped the world. Everything that we were too inferior to do, we did it anyway. And we did it with fewer resources, fewer protections, and often under active sabotage. And that's what makes the whole thing almost absurd, right? The ideology said nothing, but that evidence said everything. And that tension is still sitting in this country, isn't it? And once you realize the myth never matched the reality, You start asking better questions, not what were we capable of? That's already answered. The real question is, why was it so important to pretend that we weren't? I feel like we all know the
I can't
That's
hear
what the
you.
ideology said that we couldn't.
That part. Yeah, man.
But the evidence say we can do all
Otherwise,
things.
otherwise, yeah,
Otherwise,
man. Ashley nailed that, man. Boy,
she nailed
she
it, didn't she, Doc?
she put it down on you, boy.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
man.
mm.
We are the race. I hate to tell you, man,
We
but
are. We are
I'm
the
not
race.
claiming superiority. I'm just saying we are
We are the
the
race.
race. That's what I'm
Yes,
trying to
sir.
tell you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Ain't
sir.
nothing like blackness, man. Ain't nothing
Ain't
like
nothing
it.
like blackness, Doc.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
man.
Yeah.
We rule the world, boy. Just don't know
Mm-hmm.
it yet, but we
We
rule the
rule the
world.
world. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. But now others that call themselves that rule the world,
Mm,
they don't, they don't have mistakes per se. They have what they call cover-ups.
you think?
They always trying to cover up something like this Epstein stuff. You're gonna
Yeah,
cover up that. You're
they
gonna cover
try.
it and start a war.
They try. They try.
You know.
Yep.
O- Okay. Ashley got something else to go along with this, so I got to bring her back in on this.
You bringing the baby back? All right, then.
Back, back. It's like rewind, reset. I got to bring her back.
All right,
Revert.
double hit, double hit. All right, all
Here we
right.
go.
every time a president needs to redirect this country's attention, they don't hold a press conference, they don't admit failure, they don't fix the issue. They reach for the one phrase that's covered up more mess than tarp on a crime scene: national security. Because in America, national security doesn't always mean protection. Sometimes it means stop asking questions. And the playbook goes back way further than people think. Take Woodrow Wilson. The economy was unstable. Racial violence was ripping through cities. Labor strikes were everywhere. And instead of dealing with that, he pointed the country towards foreign radicals and internal enemies. That framing justified censorship, raids, surveillance, and deportations, all while domestic crises kept burning. That was the blueprint, and no president after him really ever let it go. And administrations across both parties used the same move. Harry Truman was dealing with inflation, a housing crisis, and a huge labor unrest. He didn't invent the Red Scare, but he sure leaned on it. He launched a federal loyalty program so broad that millions of workers could be investigated for sympathies that no one could really define. And suddenly, the story wasn't economic instability, it was communists in our government. Franklin D. Roosevelt used military necessity to justify incarcerating Japanese Americans. Despite intelligence agencies reporting no evidence of sabotage, national security language did the heavy lifting for a decision rooted in racism, politics, and panic. Dwight Eisenhower saw school segregation and racial terror threatening this country from the inside. And instead of addressing the white violence driving it, he worried publicly that the Soviet Union would exploit American unrest. It reframed a domestic crisis into geopolitical embarrassment. Richard Nixon turned crime into a national security threat. Ronald Reagan turned drugs into one. George W. Bush turned terror into the umbrella for surveillance and endless war. Donald Trump has turned immigration into this shit show. Different decades, different parties, same calculation. If you convince Americans that the biggest threat is out there, they stop asking why everything inside is falling apart. So here's the truth that nobody teaches. National security has always been a mirror that presidents turn outward, especially when they don't want the country looking inward. Every time you hear that phrase, I need you to ask, what domestic failure is this supposed to pull my attention away from? Who benefits when I'm afraid of the world instead of questioning what's happening at home? Because presidents don't reach for national security when they're strong. They reach for it when they're cornered. And once you see that pattern, yeah, you can't unsee it.
National security. That is.
Can't be better said than right there, man.
Isn't that what we got right now?
And the truth shall make you free.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah,
We're
man. That's
trying to protect the country from a nuclear disaster.
I thought they tore it up the first time they bombed over there, according to him.
That's what they said.
Okay, then.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he
But
said they destroyed their nuclear capabilities. The
that's what
first.
he said, right? That's what he
Okay,
said.
what he saying is what he said. What he said.
But what? But we at war right now.
That's what we are. That's what we are.
Yeah.
That's what we are, man. Yeah.
But now we didn't necessarily start the war.
Mm,
We had to go in with somebody.
the one you backing up, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
the one you backing up.
Now for 40 some years, Israel has
Mhm.
been trying to get the United States to come in and do what they're doing right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But you had to have some orange
Hmm.
moron to come in and do this.
Like I said, he serves a greater evil, and here we are.
Here
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah, we are, man.
Here we are.
Yeah.
But you know what? He really he's not the only one that's done this
Nah,
though. Nah.
he's just taking it to a whole new level because he's trying to cover up some for national security.
But you know, it's kind of strange. Like the Republicans, when they get in office,
Hmm.
stuff just start popping off like war.
Yeah, that's all they got.
That's all they got, bruh.
That's all they got.
But wasn't he supposed to be the president of peace? Wasn't he supposed to be this
Uh, yeah,
non-war president?
that's what he said. He even has the board of peace that's supposed to have $10 billion invested from from from
The
your
war,
country.
the war of peace, right?
He said the board of peace, man. I'm trying
The
to tell
board
you.
of peace.
He said the board of peace. Now I'm just
Mm.
telling you what the man said. Now they had press conferences. I'm just going with the flow.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah,
Well, let me
that
run with
part.
this beautiful beam footage right here.
That part. That
Yeah.
part.
Every Republican president does this, right? Every Republican president comes to office, cuts benefits for the poor, cuts taxes for the rich, raises, and then bombs a Middle East country. Ronald Reagan did it, George Bush Sr. did it, George Bush Jr. did it, and Donald Trump has done it. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Donald Trump is not just alone in that pack in the sense, as Swinso put it, mentally desiccated game show star. It's not just that it wasn't George Bush and Dick Cheney that attacked Iran. It was the guy from Home Alone 2. It's also the fact that he ran as the anti-war president, the anti-war candidate, the no more forever wars, the no regime change wars. Again, sorry to plug our excellent Zateo content today, but we just put out a piece at Zateo, listing out all the times Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. and Stephen Miller and David Sachs, all of these Trump people said, vote Trump. He's the guy who won't take us into any more Middle East wars. Kamala Harris will send your boys to fight and die, Stephen Miller said. Not us. Donald Trump said, there'll be no new war on my watch. He bombed 7 countries in 2024. He started 2025. He started 2026 attacking Venezuela. And now here we are with this major conflict in Iran. We don't know where it's going to go. And it was all a lie. And I'm sorry, I've got to say this. Swin said, we all knew. Well, many of us knew. But we also had a bunch of people on the right and sadly on the left too, who bought into this bullshit line that Donald Trump would be an anti-war candidate. He would be a candidate of restraint, of isolationism, Donald the Dove. It was bullshit. The people who fell for it should apologize today or hang their heads in shame, because what Trump has done, as I say, in many ways is worse than even what Bush did. Bush at least turned up to Congress. Saddam Hussein at least had once had a weapons program that people were worried about. With Iran, it's completely illegal and unprovoked.
There it is. There it is.
That is, man. Yeah. Like I said, man, when the international community begins to speak and begins to start pulling the resume and the record, you know something wrong there, player. You
Something
know
wrong
something
with
wrong.
that, Doc.
Something wrong, boy.
When they could run down the Gardner,
Yeah.
and then they could even tell you where the lie coming from.
Mm-hmm. And then, they got on video say, boy, they got receipts, man. They got receipts.
Receipts, Doc. They got
Boy.
receipts.
And they walking them, man. But
You
yeah,
said Kamala was gonna do this, but you did this.
oh man, you knew this. That's all
Oh,
they
come
got.
on.
That's all they got. That's all they got.
Yeah.
I mean, again, when you look at the grift that this president has done, man, the money this man has made about $4 billion, man, just being in office this year. So when you look at what he's done with crypto, with the plane from Qatar, I mean, just pick one. The White House ballroom, and then you know messed around here and got the Epstein files, bruh. This rabbit hole is deep. and you ain't even got below the ground one yet, man. It's just pathetic, man.
And brother, you said an interesting point right there, because you always told me,
Mm.
as I'm getting into this field, you always told me, you say, Green, follow the money.
It'll bless you.
Always follow the money.
It'll bless you.
And so that's what we did. We followed the money, bro.
Oh, you did. What did you find? What did
Ooh.
you find when you went down? What?
Look,
Uh,
y'all. Don't let these folk fool y'all
yeah.
about this nuclear thing. This ain't even, that ain't real.
Never
So don't
happened.
even, that ain't, look, just as they say, follow the money.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let me ask you this question, right?
Yes, sir.
What has been the most thing that people have invested in, or I'm talking about the billionaires now,
Mhm.
that they have not a clue, not an idea of how it's going to profit them?
Yeah. I think this thing called AI.
AI.
Hmm.
This is where all this is coming from.
Yeah.
It's AI, because they have to come up with a reason, or they're trying to find something of why AI is of some sort of high value,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because
Yes.
it's not valuable right now.
No.
But they're talking value, but it's not value.
That's it.
Okay, let's run the beautiful beam footage
Mhm.
and following the money.
The biggest power grab in modern history just got exposed with America going to war with Iran. Your future is being completely reshaped, and AI is at the forefront of it. We need to follow the money because it exposes a hidden layer that nobody is talking about. Thursday night, Anthropic, the company behind Claude, one of the most powerful AI systems in the world that have been recently been going viral because of OpenClaw and their co-work, basically told the Pentagon that we are not adhering to what you want. The Pentagon wanted permission to use the AI for automatic military systems and surveillance, and they said no. And then this Friday at 5:01 p.m., the Pentagon labeled Anthropic a supply chain risk to national security. That's the same label they gave Huawei, basically a Chinese company accused of spying for the Communist Party. And then right after, OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, got offered the same deal. They signed it, and then this war happens. You have to understand what Palantir is. It was founded in 2003 by CIA money. Named after the all-seeing stone from Lord of the Rings, they hold over $10 billion in government contracts. Their platform connects every federal database, the FBI, CIA, NSA, ICE, local police, financial records, travel records, communication, all fused into one system. But the main thing that Palantir lacked was a brain, an AI brain to pull all of that data together. OpenAI goes in, gives them that brain with no restrictions, and exactly 6 hours later at 2:30 a.m. Saturday morning, Operation Epic Fury launches. The United States and Israel begin the largest military operation since Iraq. Bombs start falling on Tehran. Iran retaliates, strikes on U.S. bases, and we have a whole conflict right now happening. This might bother you a little bit, but in 2021, Sam Bankman-Fried invested $500 million of stolen FTX customer funds, you guessed it, to Anthropic, the company that denied the Pentagon. Now, we know that FTX Exchange went bankrupt. They actually sold their stake to Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund. And the second biggest buyer of that stake was actually Jane Street. We know Jane Street because they've been accused for manipulating Bitcoin's price. So the Abu Dhabi Fund actually is the founding partner in Stargate. That's Trump's $500 billion AI project with, you guessed it, OpenAI. And that same sovereign wealth fund co-led Anthropic's $30 billion fundraise along Peter Thiel's founders fund. Let's pull this together. We have stolen crypto funds, AI company stakes, sold to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi funds both AI companies in this fight. Trump's crypto ventures, AI companies get banned. War starts. Abu Dhabi gets bombed by the same country we just attacked. Same money. Every single person is connected. And Peter Thiel, co-founder of Palantir, whose VP pick, JD Vance, is the current vice president, his funds just invested billions into Anthropic 15 days before his own political allies destroyed it. Palantir stock is up 200% since the election. If Anthropic capitulates, Thiel's investment goes up and Palantir gets unrestricted Claude, a win-win scenario. So unfortunately, the real war is actually fought by greed. And so my goal is to invest accordingly and use that money to advance the kingdom of God.
Bam. That's it.
That's it right there.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This is not a military war, you all.
No.
This is a war that the billionaires started. This
Mhm.
has nothing to do with military.
Mm-mm.
Nothing. But they're using the military
Right.
in order to start the war in order to make them profit.
That's it, man. And it's not only sad, it's pathetic, and everything else down
Yeah.
that line, man. It really is. And this is where your data centers are. Because that's why I'm getting, man. People need to start waking up. These data centers just start popping up for no reason. You can ask yourself, what the heck are they housing? What's
Right.
the point of collecting all this quote unquote data? Well, it's on you. And when the Pentagon again, what they wanted was unchecked surveillance. That's what them cats was looking for,
Right.
you know. And the brother told you they got the infrastructure, they just didn't have the brain.
Right.
And here we go.
And
So that's why,
Anthropic was like, nope,
mm-mm, you know,
we're not doing that.
because these folks have no filter. They have no idea of a demarcation line. It's like
Right.
all free for all.
Right.
And so you're there. And the
Hmm.
sad thing about it, if you remember not too long ago, four major techs got their VPs in there as far as the military. No military training at all, but you're gonna give them the lieutenant colonel rank. You know,
Right.
and nobody was in alarm with it. Nobody was like, "What the heck are y'all doing, player?" But that's what it is. And again, you're seeing this trek here, and if you follow again the procedures that your government is doing, and then you put the money trail in there, you know why you are you, right here, man. So it's no oxymoron why you're here. Now, how you get out of it, that's gonna be the question, player.
Now, let me ask you this, right?
I'll
I
try to
ain't
hear.
the smartest man in the world,
Oh yes, he is.
but OpenAI, right?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
The entity is governed by a nonprofit
Mm-hmm.
called the OpenAI Foundation.
Foundation. Mm-hmm.
How you a profit being governed by a nonprofit?
Yeah. Oh, come on, now. That's a business move, player. If you
Wow.
if you're a nonprofit, bro, you don't get taxed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about business structure. If you're looking at the dynamics of how you structure your business, that determines what kind of taxes you pay. There's also determines as far as exactly how you actually build and stuff like that. So your contracts are different. You know,
Right.
you can go
Right.
for certain things that the other folks can go for profit organizations. So
Right.
it's all business structure, man. Um, but you're looking at unchecked everything right now, bro. It's when you have somebody like a Donald Trump in place, and you have a Vance, the
Hmm.
close second,
Hmm.
who was like man said, he was handpicked. Everybody know Vance was handpicked by your boy
Right.
over there in
Right.
Palantir. Everybody knows
Everybody know that.
it. Peter Tim made that boy.
Yeah.
Man, I shouldn't call him a boy. Well, yeah, like one. Yeah, they handpicked that man.
Wow.
Um, this was a guy that called Trump himself a Hitler. So if you look at the dynamic, that man should never be in the room.
Never.
But they made it. Even the story, the hillbilly line that they use, man, they
Yeah.
made it. They
They
made it.
made him. They made him.
That's why you're saying that this guy is worse. Vance really is worse
And
than
Trump.
Trump. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's an educated, refined 2.0 of this experiment,
Right.
and that's where you are, bro.
Right.
When this guy comes out in the forefront,
Right.
calling the individuals, the citizens that lost their life, calling them domestic terrorists. Before anything was coming out, he's already getting in front of the headlines and da 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 da. You know then where it's going.
Right.
This, that you're setting this up for tyranny, and unfortunately, because of what they have allowed to happen, because you're trying to protect certain entities
Hmm.
from those Epstein files,
Right.
you're a man. Like I said, bro, you don't know the length these people will go to protect their lifestyle, and they're showing you there is no end to where we would go.
And the major stakeholder in
Mhm.
OpenAI
Mhm.
is Microsoft.
Your boy Bill Gates.
Yep.
Mm.
My,
Yeah,
my.
your boy Bill Gates, boy.
And then he just apologized for being his name being caught up into the Epstein file.
Yes, he apologized for the Russian ladies that he partook of, but he did not do anything with the underage women. But he did admit to affairs,
Yeah.
you know. But they were
Yeah.
all Russian and they was above age. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, man. I'm
Um,
telling you, Jay, when
this,
you, bruh, when you start unpacking who was in them rooms
yeah,
with that player right there, it's not gonna be a good day, man.
it's not. It's not.
It's not gonna be a good day.
Because you see a big fallout in Europe about it.
You see what he did, Prince Andrew? That man,
Oh, they
he
shut
look.
him down.
When you look that picture, of that man in the back of that car, man, was worth a thousand words,
That
man.
man
That
was
man
like,
was.
he was terrified. Like, whoo, I'm trying to get
Yeah,
away.
it's sad, man. But again, the book ain't never lied. Your sin shall find you out.
Right.
That book ain't never lied, player.
Yeah.
But honestly, Jay, when you pull back the onion peel
Yeah.
and you look that how this individual, when we talk about Epstein, was able to get behind Buckingham Palace and do this thing. This man had carte blanche with Buckingham
Yeah.
Palace. And you like what? So and this is stuff is all documented. It's not conspiracy. This is not you making this up. This is in the papers. That this individual basically had the run of Buckingham Palace. Ergo, then you got your boy Andrew, and you see him in the back of that car. You knew that man like something. The man is off. You can tell. I don't want folks to find out really what was going down behind this thing right here because it will crush. It will crush a whole lot of stuff, man. And I do believe at this point again, there are people who are trying to do whatever they can to keep that thing under wraps as much as they can for as long as they can.
Yeah.
And yeah, they will take you there.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
Welcome to America.
You're welcome to America.
Welcome to America, bro.
So since we now have figured out this is a billionaire war, this is not a military war. It's just billionaires using the military
Hmm.
in order to start the war to get rich.
Yeah,
It's been like that for years.
always.
That's how war starts, you all.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to this beautiful bean footage right here. Wow.
Yeah.
So we're at war with Iran right now, and it's pretty contained for the moment, emphasis on the moment, but that's probably going to change tonight as U.S. air assets get involved over the Iranian battle space. I just want to make a video for you to send to anyone you know who's a veteran or currently in the military who's really banging the war drums. The United States is the greatest threat to world peace, global stability, and is the most lawless nation on earth. I'm fourth generation Army. I grew up in the whole arsenal of democracy propaganda. I was in a special operations unit during Obama's Afghanistan surge while we were propping up pedophilic narco warlords in Kandahar and Helmand as part of a nation building exercise. What that means is the government takes all your tax money and gives it to private contractors to prop up a government that nobody wants. If you are in the military right now, just know that you are not serving your country. You are not fighting for freedom or democracy. You are fighting for about 1,000 odd child trafficking, parasitically wealthy billionaires who do not believe in countries or nation states in the same way that you do. They believe they are above that peasant stuff. You think little Marco Rubio is in charge. You think dumbass Pete Hegseth is actually in charge of the Department of War. The person who's running the Department of War is the private equity billionaire deputy director Steve Feinberg, who has never served in the military, but who was the head of DynCorp International, a private military contractor until 2020. You are fighting to make rich men who view you with utter contempt even richer. It's 2026, y'all. It's time to grow up. Every imperial war we fight is a war on the global working class, of which you are a part. These billionaire MFers don't believe in international boundaries when having class consciousness, so why do you? What's happening right now will further immiserate your material conditions, and you have more in common with your average Iranian than you ever will with the pedos you're fighting for. Again, you are not fighting for America or a democracy. You're fighting for inhumanly rich child cannibals, essentially, who think you are cattle. So have fun with that. It's a difficult process to de-propagandize, but I have faith in you, and I believe you can do it.
I
He
can't
put
hear
it right
you.
on the mark, man. You put it right on the mark. Man, would you calm down? You gonna hear me in a minute.
I need you to push the button, guy.
Push the button.
We ain't reading lips around here, man. Push the button.
Hey,
Uh,
man. That's for
ah,
that's for our other fans who
yeah,
can't
that's all
hear
right.
these reading lips.
Push the button. You were saying, sir?
Man, he hit it right on the nail
Yeah, he did.
of who this is really for.
Yes, sir. Hmm.
It's really all for those who was in the Epstein files. That's what it's for.
It's right there, man. Live, live and living color.
Live
Uh,
in living color, doc.
but Eisenhower told you this, man. Eisenhower told you in his pardon speech, beware of the military industrial complex. Eisenhower told you that.
Yeah.
And so it ain't went nowhere. The industrial complex took out your boy JFK. So when you can track this stuff down and you know where these things come from, yeah, it's a real entity. And again, to make 4 tech executives lieutenant colonels in the military with no
Mhm.
kind of military experience at all, but these cats are one rank away from a general. Who does that,
Man, that was a slap in the face to those
bro?
that's in the military, doc.
Can you imagine all those cats, man, that went infantry, airborne, rangers, all these cats, man, that got decades in the service, and then you see Hexef do this? Oh yeah, bro. There's no respect at all from that. But again, that's one thing about the military. My dad's was former military, my son military. When it comes down to the rank, man, those cats, they're there. That's one thing they are disciplined to do, and they respect rank. And the only reason why they are putting up with Hexef is because of
Yeah.
rank. Of rank. That's it. If that man was in a private room with somebody that like, bro, it wouldn't be pretty for him, man.
But bro, wouldn't it be couldn't they couldn't they like start a mutiny against this man? Like, whoa, wait a minute, hold
Yeah.
up, hold up.
Oh, it's coming. Trust me, it's coming.
I,
Uh,
I got to think that it's coming, man, because this is just crazy. Because
it
okay,
is.
you've been in the military, you've gone through the ranks,
Hmm.
and you've gone through something to get to the position that you are, or the rank
Yep.
that you are.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, they gonna bring 3 or 4 fellas in and give them a higher rate than you are,
Hmm.
and they're one rank away from being what a general,
Yes, sir. Hmm. Well,
and ain't
again,
nobody gonna get mad or say nothing.
they mad as they mad as hell, bro. But the problem is again, that's the military culture. And when you're talking about again respect of discipline and protocol and ranks, that's them. That's the culture. And so you do have to respect it from that entity. Is that's how they come. But when you're thinking about again long term, if you see like the former Secretary of Defense Austin,
Right.
brother ain't said nothing. You know,
Nothing.
and so when you see individuals when they don't say anything, that there's a testament exactly of how they're feeling. Is it lets you know there's nothing to speak on. This guy doesn't even have nothing for me to have to respect enough to talk about this guy. It's when someone doesn't even allow you in their mouth, that
Right.
tells you right then they don't think anything of you. When you get to that particular level,
Right. Right.
that's why I'm thankful, man. When I've had the audience like with Dr. Caldwell and certain people, I was in
Yeah.
the room,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, with the freedom fighters, and so I was in the room with those cats, and they have a different perspective. So when you talk about the civil rights movement, those who were the freedom riders, those who was on the Edmund Passes Bridge, they have a different perspective than cats for this new, you know, Black Panther Party.
Right.
They're like, what?
Right.
And
Yeah.
then if they ask you the tenants and you don't know the tenants of the real Black Party, they're like, bro, what you doing?
No, you ain't ready.
And so that's why, and I'm telling you, bro, when you talk to those old cats,
Yeah.
they, they won't even discuss you. I mean, it's not it is disrespect, but it's like it's you're looking at their conscience like, man, they don't even pay you any attention because
Right.
it's like you're not even worth the time.
Right.
But now the only reason why you're getting time is because you're in the media. I mean, that's the only people that's giving you any kind of props, giving you any kind of platform is folks who don't know. The heavy hitters that really paid the price, man, and went through that stuff is like
Mhm.
it's not even worth talking about. And so that's what the Hex is. He's not even worth talking about because he's not respected all in that community
No.
at all. If
Right.
if there was nothing going on, man, you wouldn't know that man existed.
Right. Right. Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
he was even a joke at Fox at Fox News. They were trying to get rid of him there. So I mean, like, what?
How you
So
go
you,
to Fox to
mm,
leading a nation's military.
And you see what he's doing with it, right? Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess for the for our next beautiful bean footage,
Yeah.
it's called "Make It Make Sense." That's it. Make it make sense.
Welcome to America.
Welcome to America.
I'm trying to tell you.
Iran possesses a very large number of ballistic missiles, particularly short-range ballistic missiles that threaten the United States and our bases in the region.
You mean these military bases? The ones that you built surrounding them? That's why they're being hostile towards you? Imagine actually trying to sell the idea that Iran's weapons capability poses a threat to American national security because they're capable of striking here from here. I don't like how aggressive you're being. It frightens me that your country is in range of my military bases that I built in range of your country specifically because I wanted military bases in range of your country. American audacity knows no bounds. I mean, the worst thing is they'll do this all over the world, look the whole world dead in the eyes and call it a peacekeeping operation. You know, rather than a global military occupation. We're the good guys. We're protecting everybody. What you're doing is a protection racket. You know that scene in the gangster movies where the mobsters come into like a local corner store and they're like, it's an awful nice store you got here. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. Then they like break a bunch of the bottles on the shelves with their baseball bats for dramatic effect. Then they're like, but if you were to like give us maybe 10% of your profits, we'd be happy to keep it safe for you. That's you. That's what this is. That's you keeping us all safe. This is why everyone trades in your currency, right? Which is why your economy has any value at all, because the whole world is actively propping it up. Pretty much anytime anyone buys anything from anyone, you get a little taste. This is why your corporations get to wreak havoc on the world and siphon money out of global markets and into yours nearly tax-free. Because historically, when other countries try to push back, you get a bit of an itchy trigger finger. Looks like they might be in need of an urgent dose of a bit of freedom over there.
Bruh.
Again, make it make sense.
Make it make sense, man. But
You
can't
built
get no.
bases around those nuclear, quote unquote, nuclear plants
Okay.
to control them.
Okay.
So you already have control of them. So what's the big idea now?
That part. Now, if you look at it, man, your country, this your country, Jake.
Mine?
This yours.
Mm.
You
Okay.
brought me here. you brought me here.
Mm.
You got over 800 bases, man, around the world. America.
Yeah.
China got what? One, two. If you look at it, man, again, and this is now Dr. King brought this up two of the speeches before they took him out of here.
Right.
Dr. King said, I have a feeling about America that your arrogance makes you think you're the police of the whole world.
Right.
That man said it back in 1965 or something like that, man.
Mm.
That's what that was. When he said he has this inkling that America thinks it is the police of the whole world, and that's exactly what they've done. But America is the mafia, boy. I ain't lying to you. When you see how they have infiltrated every freaking economy in
Yes.
on the planet, man, and
Right.
yes, everything has been traded in American dollar, which is propping up again the economy here. So this over here is a farce, man. If you think about it, this over
Mm.
here is a literal farce.
Right.
But because people don't know the intric things of things, how things are connected, it's like America's the best thing since sliced bread. No,
No.
no, it ain't.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
Because at any given day, man, if things begin to really start going south, like it's just heading that way, it's not gonna be a pretty day over here.
No.
But
No.
you keep folks ignorant, you keep folks again entertained, and it's gonna be okay. Well, one of these days you're gonna poke the wrong bear, and I think they done poked one of the wrong bears.
One of the wrong bears.
One of the wrong bears.
One of the wrong bears, which is Iran.
Yeah, yeah.
And now you got even China coming in like, whoa, wait a minute, player.
I'm trying to tell you.
This ain't you ain't finna just take over.
Yeah, you mean nothing to do
No,
that.
you're not gonna do that.
You're not gonna do that.
No, cause you think cause you got Israel
Hmm.
You think you're gonna take over?
Right.
No, no, no. Because you and Israel been playing this little game, and y'all even play assassinations games, and you think
Yeah.
you gonna do the same thing over here?
Not gonna happen.
Mm-mm,
But,
mm-mm.
but see, again, Israel wouldn't exist if it wasn't for your boys over here in America. That's just bottom
Exactly.
line. The
Exactly.
only way the bombs are supplied by America fuels Israel. That's it. You're sending billions of dollars every single month over to Israel. I mean, I don't know why we pay taxes over here, but we should be paying taxes to Israel.
Israel.
So, I mean,
Wow.
I'm being honest, bro. If you look at the dollar signs that trek across the waters that me and you pay in taxes, you got to ask yourself, why is my money going over there, and I got to figure out how to buy toilet paper over here? You know,
So so why are you complaining about Ukraine when Israel gets much more than Ukraine ever got?
well, because you got a problem now. You
Mm.
you got a problem now.
Mm-hmm.
You you got Ukraine over here
Right.
that you have riled up and pushed up to go toe to toe with Russia, like we do in the playground. You rip somebody up, shoulder to shoulder,
Yep.
and you done rip this country to go toe to toe and say we got you. And now you got the situation where you're stretched now.
Right. Right.
You got
Right.
you done popped off Venezuela. You done popped off Iran. You done
Yeah.
popped off, again, like you said, Ukraine. Pick one.
Pick
You
one.
got but see, here's the thing. It looks chaotic, but it's a controlled chaos because
Yeah.
again, America is the hindus pin in all of this.
Right.
The moment America reaches the point that it can't do, this all comes to an end.
Right. Right.
And people don't think it can happen. Yes, it can.
Yes, it can. Yes, it
Yes,
can.
yes, it can.
Now, from Ukraine, actually, the only thing you could get out of them was minerals.
And that ain't happening.
Well, you did get some.
Mm-mm.
You didn't get
They
as
told
much as you wanted to, but you got
they
some.
told you, yeah, they told you got some.
Oh, they told you. Oh, it hadn't been delivered yet. Oh, okay. 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 All
Told you, boy.
right. So that's why you pull away from Ukraine because they haven't delivered the goods yet.
But you ain't got the goods yet.
Mm-mm. And within the final peace treaty of um,
Hmm.
Russia and Ukraine
Hmm. Hmm.
is going to be the deliverance of those minerals and plus more.
That's why you can let it
That's
go
why
to
your
the end.
president is trying to quote unquote call himself the peacemaker.
Hmm.
Mm.
That's what this is, man.
Right.
You're trying to pressure this thing to happen because you're at a point where what can you do?
Right. Right. But Putin is also saying, I don't care about America being the peacemaker.
Mm-mm.
Because I'm gonna get what I want out of this.
Yeah,
And I really don't want America to get anything.
no. Be,
Mm.
well, because it's not about for Putin. It's nothing about anything other than
Yeah,
keeping America as far as humanly possible away from Russia. that's
exactly.
that's all it is.
Exactly.
And the thing about it, what people don't recognize is it goes back to Kennedy when they said, America would not expand NATO's borders any further.
Right.
That's what the cats said.
Right.
Okay, but ever since then, you've been saying the engine of NATO.
It's the engine. Yeah.
Now, if you look at where Ukraine sits and you look at where Russia sits, if you can read a map, it's not that hard.
Right.
Just
Right.
look
Right.
on the map. When you see that, you can see why Putin is like, oh heck no, you're not finna set up a nuclear thing right here.
Right
You,
here.
yeah, it's not
You're
going
not
to
finna
happen.
control us like you
It's gonna be
control everybody else.
that part. So this is about military strategy. This is about again for them. It is national security
Right.
because when you can again put something that close to your proposed enemy, who
Yeah.
would want that? Who wants you in their back door?
Right.
So that's where this stuff is, man. So when you're looking at the dynamics and you're pulling back the onion peels and the lies, you finally get to the truth.
Right.
Um, and that's why I would hope and pray that your people on the other side of the desk will stop trying to be, the next king or the next X, and
Mm.
and tell the folk what's really going down.
What's really going down?
And let it just fall where it may. Now, if you get caught up in that, okay, I mean, you should have put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
So when the gauntlet comes down, if your head get cut off too, I mean, you should have put your neck in there. So that's how I feel about it. If you're clean, you're gonna be all right. But if you got
Yeah.
some dirt on you,
Eh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
You might not come out too well, that boy.
And a lot of them got some dirt on them, bro.
Oh boy,
A lot of them.
more dirt than you know.
That's
And
why they being quiet.
yeah, well, now the book told you now. Now again, that book ain't never
Yeah,
lied.
that book ain't never lied. Now, that book,
That
that's
book
the
don't say
truth.
it.
Yes,
What
sir.
happens is he told you now the wheat and the tear they gonna grow up at the same time.
Go up at the same time.
So he said, but don't pick them yet. Let them suckers grow together.
Grow together.
But when that dragnet come in,
Yeah.
when that dragnet come in, man, we
Yeah.
scooping up everybody. So
Yes, sir.
that's the problem.
Yes, sir.
People think because you've been flourishing and you've been doing all this hell that you are hey. No.
No.
He just gave you some growing time. And when that net come in, boy, it don't care. It does not discriminate. That's the scary part, man. That
That's the
sucker
scary
does not
part.
discriminate. It will suck everybody in, and then it's going to start to shift it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Jay, that is one of the most fearful things. If somebody got any kind of consciousness, is when that sucker hits.
When it
It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care about your economic status. It doesn't
No.
care again about your
No.
social status,
No.
about your pedigree.
No.
It don't matter.
It
When
don't
that
matter.
sucker come in,
That sucker
what can you do? And that's what they're trying to avoid, man. You can tell when somebody's running. Um, it's just like when you're getting ready to get a whooping. You be watching you be watching the clock like,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
hey, it's already 5
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming.
So you try to avoid it. You
Yeah.
try to clean up. You try to be nice to everybody. When daddy come home, you try to make sure everything all right.
Mm-mm.
Like you can avoid this whooping you about to get.
You right. You go get this whooping, boy.
Well, you gonna get it. I mean, the house is clean, everything. You just clean it up so you can have a nice place to run around when he trying to whoop you.
Wow.
So what? It's coming, bro. I'm telling you,
It's coming.
It has to. It has to.
Wow. It's coming.
But your boy, I'm telling you, man, these midterms, y'all got to get involved, man. These midterms.
Yes, man. These midterms.
Yeah, don't let this folk freak you out.
No.
Get involved. And these young folks, man, please let these folks know. Don't do that. Don't check out.
Don't check out. Mm-mm.
If anything, check in and find a chair. I mean, if you can run,
yes, sir.
find a chair and run for that sucker.
Yes, sir. Because I heard Andrew Young say some words at Reverend Winchcombe's funeral.
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson's celebration of life.
Yes, sir.
And he finally, at this particular age, said that we need to be teaching the young generation what they need to know, so they need to know what they are going up against. And I'm like, so you wait till you damn near 100.
Did you, Green,
to come in and say this?
Green, did you just
when did you? Why didn't you say this like in your 50s or your? Are you
Green,
serious?
Green, did you just use a word of profanity? Green,
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
I really felt your disdain for that, my brother.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm glad you did. I want you to feel it all in your chest.
I did. I felt that. It resonated in my soul.
Yes, and it was kind of like, really, it was the audacity.
Yeah.
Now you being close to where you about to check out. And say, now, let's train them.
Yeah.
Well, you could have been training them all along.
You're supposed to be.
You supposed to be. You, Jesse, and all them.
All them, all them, all them. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious?"
Well, again, this is all I told you. You know, certain things hit you, I guess, when you do finally have a God encounter.
Yeah,
Um, I think it happens to all of us to some degree. But I mean, and I know we got time to go. We go down the rabbit hole. We gonna be at 4 o'clock in the morning. The issue, man, is again, you get caught up in this reality. You get caught up in the nostalgia of being the one in the front, the one
right,
in the
right,
chair,
right,
the one
right,
that gets the accolades, the one that gets the
right.
awards, the one that gets, premium parking spaces. I mean,
Right.
whatever the dynamic is, you get caught up in that experience. I got it. You get your name on the building. I got it.
Yeah,
But the thing about it, man, when you have that God moment, you realize this stuff here is temporary.
right.
And it seems like a long time, but man, it's temporary. If I live to see March 15th, if they don't tear this thing up and if God don't bring me home,
I know that's
whichever,
right.
well, I'm between two
I
of them,
know that's right, Doc.
crazy America and a
Praise
God
me,
that can be like,
and God bring you home.
yeah, God be like, yeah, boy,
Yeah,
come here, let me talk to you. When you get that reality and it hits you,
right.
then this stuff down here, man, you realize it's not all that,
It's not all that. It's not all that.
but you get caught up in it. And I think, and I'm not saying it's this
Yeah,
young. I'm just
yeah,
saying
yeah,
I've seen it.
yeah, yeah.
You get caught up in that thing, and you forget
Right,
that this is a sequential thing. This is not, you run this sucker and it's a sprint, and
right,
you get the goal and you are on the stage. Nah, this
right,
is a marathon. This
right,
this is what this is,
right,
and
right,
at some point, you've got to get to in your head
right.
that somebody behind you that you got to get out of the way so they can get to where they're supposed to be.
Exactly.
Um, and again, for people who read the book, it's in there.
It's in there, Doc. It's in
God told Moses, look here, man, you put Joshua up there
there. All right,
so people
right.
can start looking to him.
To
You
him.
know,
Right.
yeah, he told him that. He
Yeah,
told Elijah, no, you got a replacement. He over there
yeah,
plowing. Go get
yeah.
him.
Yeah, go get him. Put your man
Go,
on.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's there. Even Jesus said, look here, I'm leaving y'all. And it's
Right.
more advantageous that I
Hey.
check out.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
ain't keeping me here.
Here.
Um, that's what you for.
Yeah.
So when you know the God consciousness, there's somebody behind you, and you're supposed to get out of the way.
Right.
You're supposed to.
Right.
But when you take ownership of that space, you
Yeah.
got a problem. You
Got
got
a
a problem,
problem now. You got a problem.
and that's what's happening, man. The elders of that age
Right.
took
Right.
took ownership. You took ownership of that space, and that's a problem because now you got like four or five generations behind you that are not prepared for this.
No.
You're not prepared for this.
No.
Uh, and so that's the danger. When you don't understand that succession and why that is there, you didn't prep them. You got a generation now, man, that they don't understand. The moment you hit that tab, when you doing your little Texas and the words pop up to finish your sentence, and you hit that tab,
Yeah.
you just use AI. You just used AI,
Right.
which means that thing is thinking for you.
For you. That's it. That's it.
It's thinking for you,
Yep.
and you get to a point where you stop thinking for yourself.
Yourself. That's it.
It's subconscious, and that's exactly what's happening, man.
Right.
They're not
Exactly.
ready. You have a
Right.
generation of people who are not ready for this, man.
No.
You're not.
And that's the sad thing about it, Doc.
It is.
That we're not ready. Because even when you look at, you look at your parties or whatever,
Mhm.
who is the successor on the Democrat side that you can say, okay, they're gonna run against whomever on any party?
Who? Okay, I'm getting in trouble.
I mean, even on the other side,
Mhm.
they've already actually planted someone to take it.
Exactly. Okay. So let me give you an example,
Yeah.
and we got to go.
Yep.
You got a pitcher Kool-Aid, right?
Yep.
You got two glasses.
Yep.
You pour one glass of Kool-Aid, and then you pour another glass of Kool-Aid from the same pitcher,
From the same pitcher.
but you give it to two different individuals,
Right.
but they drinking the same Kool-Aid from the same pitcher.
Yeah.
Hey, you get where your
Yeah.
boy going with it,
Yeah.
player.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh
get you.
God.
I get you. I
Oh
get
God.
you.
So what you got is you got people drinking the same Kool-Aid from the same pitcher.
Same pitcher.
You just gave it to two different people,
Two
but
different people.
y'all drinking the same Kool-Aid.
Same Kool-Aid.
If you think about it, you've had Democrats and Republicans up on the hill, and ain't nothing changed.
Nothing.
You've had individuals such as supposed to be on the judicial seat that's supposed to be independent, but then you call them conservative and liberal judges, which means you've already had the experience, but you get the same thing.
Same thing. Right.
So I don't care which label which person is drinking the Kool-Aid, you're drinking from the
The
same pitcher.
same pitcher.
So you get the same results. That's why whoever runs now, you got to drink from a different pitcher.
From a different pitcher, though.
That's why the
A
man
whole
said.
different pitcher.
That's why the brother told you, if you drink from this fountain, you will never thirst again.
You will never thirst again.
He's trying to tell you, you drinking the wrong Kool-Aid, player.
You're wrong. Ooh, yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. That's it. You're drinking the wrong
You
Kool-Aid.
drinking the wrong Kool-Aid. Just because it comes from a different hand, it's the same Kool-Aid.
Same Kool-Aid. Ain't nothing changed.
It doesn't change.
No.
So I don't care who you pick. They're saying, if you listen, if you look, it's
It's
the
the
same.
same thing.
It's the same thing.
Same words, same
Have
speech.
voted. Yeah, black folks have voted for Democrats since King. As far as when JFK got young King out,
Yeah.
Daddy King told him, if you get my son out, I
Yeah.
will deliver to you the black vote. And that's exactly what King
That's
did.
what he did.
I mean,
and that's been delivered. That was delivered a long time ago.
and it has stayed.
And it ain't stopped.
No. So I'm not trying to. I'm just saying again. Look at what you got. Look at what you got. And I think we're in that space of history where it is a defining moment that
Yeah.
you have to call it for what it is.
Right.
And I don't care who you pull into the carpet. If you're drinking the same Kool-Aid, you're gonna get the same results. So you need to have the younger generation behind this man need to drink from a different pitcher.
Different pitcher. Different pitcher.
They have to. Otherwise, no.
Yeah.
That's why again, JD Vance, automatic default.
Automatic default, Doc. That's an automatic default.
Okay. But if you go over to the other side, you got Kelly, you got, Newsom from California. You I mean, you got the ones trying to position themselves nicely,
Nicely.
very nice. Okay.
But it's from the same pitcher.
Same picture.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, but just if anybody can show me different, I'll be welcome to see it. I would love to see it.
Now, if we could show like today, we show what when a Republican is in office, what they do.
Mhm.
We can show the same thing for a Democrat when they're in office. What they do.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same game plan. It's the same thing. Ain't nothing changed.
It doesn't change. Nothing change.
Nothing.
Nothing change.
Nothing changed.
You jump on your boy Reagan about the war on drugs. Okay. Your boy Clinton did the same thing.
Did the same thing.
3 strikes you out.
3 strikes you out. Then they got him in trouble.
Yeah.
Then, I did make a mistake.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
All
well.
right.
But you locked away, a generation of kids that will never see the light of day.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, if you look at the policies, you look at the
Yeah.
semantics, it's all cut. It might be, word a different way, but it's the same Kool-Aid.
Same Kool-Aid. Same Kool-Aid. Even with this this mastery police, and wanting to be the martial law, as they say.
God, yeah.
Same cut.
Same cut. All of them coming from this thing of mass control.
Yeah.
When you want to control, a population of people,
Right.
you got to have some kind of control mechanism, whether it's religion, whether it's tyranny, whether it's
Right,
law.
right,
You got
right.
to have something to
Something.
corral these people into where you want them to go. This is not hard. This is not rocket science.
Right.
The issue here is when you have people so asleep, as the Bible says, that you are the night is far spent. You know, the Bible says,
Austin. Yeah.
"Wake from your sleep."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's telling you, you are asleep at this, and because you are asleep, these individuals are able to do what they want to do.
Right.
You woke up one day, and all of a sudden, you in a fight with everybody, and you're like, "What the hell we going over there for?"
For what?
Because your butt was asleep. That's what that
Yeah.
happened. Your butt was asleep, and you
Go
woke
to
up
sleep.
and okay,
Yeah.
you went to sleep yesterday with gas was $2.84. Now it's
It's
$3.
3:10.
That part, Jay. Like what the hell? You was asleep, what? Good morning, okay.
Yeah.
That's
It's morning.
that's what that is. You know,
Woo.
and I think folks are having a lot of good mornings. They're like, "What the where have
What?
I been? Your butt has been asleep. What?
You been sleep.
You been asleep?" And so, yeah, I think that's what's happening. Them alarm clocks are going to pop off, and you be like, "Oh my god!"
God.
Yeah, you
What
went to
happened?
the store. Yeah, you went to the store, and them 4 hour music cost $2.
Yeah.
Now they 10. You be like, "What the hell? When did
Who
this happen?"
who the president? Trump.
That boy, you
How
been
did
on that
that
road? No.
for the second time?
Where have I been? You been asleep? Okay. So that I'm telling you, man.
You've been
This
drinking the same. You've been drinking the same Kool-Aid,
thank you, late man.
and you've been hearing the same stuff. So you like, hey,
Yeah.
yeah,
They keep telling you we're gonna do better. Okay.
okay,
Okay.
we see how that is.
Warnock ran on that. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Warnock ran on I'm going to go up there and I'm going to bring God, to the Senate. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. All I'm saying is what has changed since he's been there. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm not
I ain't
doing
gonna.
anything.
I ain't gonna.
I'm just asking. What
Yeah,
the
yeah,
young lady Williams, the young lady that replaced John Williams,
yeah.
where's she at? Okay.
Okay. That was the young lady, John Lewis.
Yeah, the young lady that replaced John Lewis. I think her last name was Williams.
Yeah.
Where is she? She's supposed to be the one that's supposed to get in a good fight. She's supposed to be the one to get into a good fight.
What's her name?
I think her name is Williams.
That's what I'm saying. What's her
Okay,
name?
I'm trying to. I think it's what it is.
What's her name?
so I'm saying, when have you seen that baby fight? I'm just saying. But you know, pick one. That's all I'm saying, bro. Pick one. I'm being very honest. Pick one. Just let me
Pick
know.
one.
Let me know.
Okay.
Hank Johnson. Hank Johnson replaced McKinney.
Bruh. Hank Johnson, really?
He up
Really?
there.
Really?
He up there.
You see his commercials like every 4 years.
He up there. David
How he
Scott up
fight
there.
for this, he fight for that.
Okay, David
But
Scott
then
up there.
he get reelected. You don't hear nothing from him.
I'm just saying. David Scott up there.
Whew.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny, man. If somebody can, okay,
Okay.
show me.
Okay. Uncommon sense.
That
As
boy,
we keep going down this gauntlet, this
boy,
beautiful gauntlet, is
I can,
uncommon sense all the way down.
we can run it.
You can hear us every Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. right here on thetruevision.net and also since you asked.com.
.com.
See you next week.